Today I am going to teach you about the revaluation model as per IAS 16. How to measure plant property machine as per IAS 16 by using the revaluation model. For that I am going to explain you with the example. Okay, so let's take the example first of all, then I will explain you how the revaluation model works. If I take a cost of machinery which I bought it on 1st January 2017, okay, which is 10 lakh rupees. Fine. The life of the asset is 50 years. Okay. Now, after 2 years of giving depreciation, that is depreciation of on 10 lakhs, if you take a straight line method, depreciation as per straight line method, it is coming 20,000 per year. If I give depreciation per year 20,000 and after 2 years the company decide to take a revaluation model, then what will be the changes, what will be the effect the company will have to give in the books of the accounts, that we are going to see. Okay, so for example, on 1st January 2019 revaluation happened. Okay, revaluation happened and the cost of machinery, which is the fair value, came to be 12 lakh rupees. Fine. Now how I am going to give this effect of revaluation in the year 2019. So on 1st January 2019, the carrying amount is, first of all I am calculating the carrying cost of the asset is 10 lakh rupees cost less depreciation of 20,000 for first year. So it will be like 90,000 rupees, 9,80,000 rupees less depreciation on second year, that is 2018, will be again 20,000. So it will come to around 9,60,000 rupees. Okay. Now my carrying cost on, this is carrying cost on 1st January. So the carrying amount on 1st January 2019 is 9,60,000. But when the revaluation has been done about for that machinery, it came to around 12 lakh rupees. So now how to give the effect of the increase of the cost of the asset during the year 2019. Okay. So first of all, what we are going to do is, we are going to find out how much is the difference in the cost. So my difference in cost is 12 lakhs, which is revalued amount, minus 9,60,000, which comes to around 2,40,000 rupees. Now how to give the effect of 2,40,000 increase in the plant and machinery, and what do we do with the increase of this of the 2,40,000. Now on 31st December I am going to pass the entry, my accumulated depreciation to asset account. How much it will be? It will be 40,000 rupees for 2 years. Okay. How it came? For depreciation for 2016, 17 and 18. Okay. Then comes, I will give the effect of this revaluation account. So what I will do is, I will increase my asset. This will be my first entry. Second entry will be I'll increase my asset account by 2,40,000 rupees, and I will create a revaluation reserve account, which will be credited with 2,40,000 rupees. Okay. And on the third, this I am going to do on 1st January, because revaluation happened in 1st January. Okay. On 31st December 2019, at the end of the financial year, what I am going to do? I am going to give the effect of depreciation on the revalued amount of plant and machinery, which is depreciation account to asset account, to accumulated depreciation account. How much will be my revised depreciation? 2 years. Life of the asset is 50 years. Right? 2 years has been passed, 2017 and 18. Now from 19, if I count for the depreciation, for the 12 lakhs of the asset amount, I will divide it by 40. So here, we can see that when the revaluation happened on 1st January, I passed the entry, accumulated depreciation to asset. Anyways, the accumulated depreciation I have to put it. Then second entry for about revaluation I passed on 1st January, because the asset cost has increased by 2,40,000. I will put asset account debit to revaluation account. And on 31st December, I will put give the depreciation with the revised amount, that is 25,000 rupees. Now we will see if in the same case, if my again the revaluation happens and the value of the asset decreases, then what will happen? So I am just rubbing this first of all. Now I am going to tell you about if further, like for example, now on 31st December, same in this example, 2019, my value of asset is 12 lakh rupees minus depreciation for that year, that is 25,000 rupees. So it comes to around 11,75,000 rupees. Okay, this is the cost of the asset on 31st December 2019. So I will say carrying cost. Now on first 1 year elapsed, that is your 31st December 2019 happened in 1 year, like in the January again in the 2020, if we say 1st January 2020, again the company did the revaluation and the cost of the asset come down to 10 lakh rupees again. Okay, right? So in 2020, if the cost of the asset came down to 10 lakh rupees, now what I am going to do? When the cost of asset comes down to from the carrying amount, then what I am going to do, right? So in that case, what is the difference exactly? Now carrying cost at the end of the year is 11,75,000. On 1st January 2020, now the cost of the asset again came down to 10 lakh rupees. So what is the difference? 1,75,000. Right? What I will do is, I will provide first of all this amount I will be adjusting with the asset, because I have to bring down the asset again by 1,75,000 rupees. So what I will do is I will use the reserve account, revaluation reserve account, which I have created in 2019 by the increase of asset, right? By the value when increase, I put those surpluses in the revaluation reserve. I will use up that amount. So what I will, the entry I will pass in that case, revaluation reserve account 1,75,000 rupees, and I will bring down the cost of the asset by 1,75,000 rupees. So this way we are going to reduce the cost of the asset due to revaluation, and the effect of the revaluation will be adjusted in the revaluation reserve which has been previously calculated or created. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you very much. Stop.